Right now, Rahul Gandhi will not be leading the Congress in the Lok Sabha. We have been told that the Congress has sprung a surprise and nominated Mallikarjun Kharge from Karnataka as the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha. Now, he is 70 years old and a two-term MP from Karnataka. He's also been an MLA several times over and the leader of the opposition in the Karnataka Assembly. Many are questioning whether this is an indication of Rahul Gandhi's unwillingness to lead the Congress party at this time and whether he is actually abdicating responsibility given that election disaster. Now, sources are asking whether the party sacrificed and worked so hard for all this. They are very dejected and upset. This is what our sources have been telling our reporters. Sunil Prabhu is on the ground now, joins us for more on this. Sunil, perhaps that really is the big question on whether this is an indication of Rahul Gandhi abdicating responsibility. On the day of the results, he did come out and say how he feels personally responsible for the results, that the party has done very badly. But why is he not willing to lead from the front, as so many are asking him to do?
That's exactly the question everybody is asking within the party, Maya, that how can you abdicate your responsibility? This is the time for challenges. Now that the Congress has been decimated, it's really been quartered from what its position was in 2009, and now it's failing, Rahul Gandhi himself failing to lead the party from the front. And there was a unanimous view within those 44 members of parliament from the Lok Sabha and of course from the Rajya Sabha, who had of course left it to the Congress president, who is the chairperson, to decide. But one way or the other, they were quite clear that Rahul Gandhi should go ahead and lead the party, especially at this time, because he was, after all, pitted against Narendra Modi in these elections. And even though the Congress has done badly, there couldn't have been anybody else. But the Congress president, of course, deciding that her son should be seated at this stage. I can also inform our viewers that Rahul Gandhi did consult a number of senior Congress leaders before taking this decision of, as we call it, an abdication. And clearly, this a cross-section of the Congress working committees, general secretaries are clearly upset, saying this is unacceptable at this stage. And now I think the clamour within the party will grow for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra to take a more active role, especially given the fact that she refuses so far to take an active role. There will be that bigger clamour within the party.
You've been leader of the opposition in Karnataka Assembly, but is this going to be a new challenge because Mr. Modi is seen as a very powerful orator? How do you plan to handle him? You are the leader of the Congress in Lok Sabha.
Let us see, I don't want to talk all those things today. Today my name is announced and I am thankful and grateful to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji, who is our chairperson, and she has imposed faith in me. I will try to come up to that expectation.
Sir, many congratulations, but one question that's been often raised by your party colleagues is that Rahul Gandhi has been the face of this electoral campaign, and he should now, earlier when the UPA was in power, he shied away from accepting ministerial responsibility. He should now.
I don't want
one. Right, well, Sunil, you're still with us. Mallikarjun Kharge refusing to be drawn into this controversy about, why Rahul Gandhi has chosen not to keep this post for himself.
That's right. I think, to be fair to him, I think there's not a reflection on him at any stage, because he himself on his own is a capable leader and a very strong Dalit leader from Karnataka. But having said that, I think the Congress workers, in particular the Congress leaders, believe that this election was an election where Rahul Gandhi was leading from the front. Everybody was wanting him to be projected as the prime ministerial candidate. That was done at the AICC meet. It was done at the CWC meeting. And now for Rahul Gandhi to abdicate is a clear indication that they believe that he should either quit, as some of those senior Congress leaders were putting, or decide one way or the other, because we can't allow a reluctant leader to continue to lead the Congress party, especially in these trying times.
Right, Sunil, stay with us as we sort of expand this discussion. We are being joined in Hyderabad by Abid Rasool Khan, but also here in the studio by Nalin Kohli of the BJP. We'll be discussing the Telangana situation as well in the course. But Nalin, quickly, reactions to what you're hearing from the Congress party today?
Well, I mean, it's really not for us, honestly, to comment on the Congress party. But at the same time, I don't think Mr. Gandhi has really shown a lot of, what I can speak about is in Parliament, we haven't seen him very active, at least for a good 9.5 years, till we heard a few times his intervention. It's for the Congress party really to figure out who they'd like to see. But as far as our point is, their model of leadership definitely moves to shield the Gandhi family from any kind of criticism. So the credit always belongs to the first family there. And anything beyond victory in terms of defeat is always shared in this. So maybe it might be something related to that.
So what do you say when, as Sunil also pointed out, that when Mallikarjun Kharge is actually asked about why Rahul Gandhi is not willing to take this on, there have been voices from within the Congress party as well after the election disaster seeking a change in leadership in the party.
Perhaps this might be a good occasion that Mr. Rahul Gandhi may, decide to speak to the media, and maybe that would be an occasion for you to get more details of it. I can't really, and I wouldn't like to speculate on why he is or not taking it or will take it. That's really for the Congress party. As far as the BJP is concerned, we've inherited an economy in a mess. We've inherited a lot of problems, and our government under Prime Minister Modi ji has already started work with full effort. And we've got our task out there. We are not looking at this as celebratory time. For us, it's clearly down to governance. It's clearly down to work. And that's what the government of India is focusing on.
Right, Nalan, you pointed out that the government is sort of coming down to business, getting down to work right away. In the course of the election campaign, when we covered Prime Minister Modi's campaigns as well as Rahul Gandhi's campaigns, one couldn't help but comment regularly on the bitter personal or personality-driven campaign that had kind of emerged. Now, the Shehzada versus the Chaiwala, that was the discourse of the campaign as well.
It's an unfair comparison. I think a Chaiwala or niche or many of the other unsavory words used by Congress leaders, including monkey, etc., for Mr. Modi, that's personal.
Right.
As far as Shehzada, I don't see anything unparliamentary with that. It may have political connotations, and of course it's in a context, because after all it is a political contest in that sense.
Right.
And I think the nation wanted, and that's why we see a decisive mandate for Modi ji, for the BJP and the NDA.
Right.
All three, because they wanted to know that with the mess of price rise, corruption, declining economic indicators, unemployment, women's safety.
Is the party being able to move
not only about the party, it's about who is going to be the person to deliver people from all of these problems.
So clearly the Congress not being able to move beyond the Gandhis. Abid Rasool Khan now joining us from Hyderabad. Mr. Khan, before we move on to the other big discussion on Telangana, we want your reaction to the choice of Mallikarjun Kharge as the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha. Now, why is it that Rahul Gandhi is abdicating this responsibility in your view?
Maya, first of all, he is not shying away from his responsibilities. At the moment, he is a member of parliament. He is representing his constituency. He is also the vice president of the Congress party. He is doing that. We have seen him in action after the election also, traveling to UP where the rape has taken place and consoling the victims and promising help to them. Then he was today congratulating the people of Telangana on the formation of Telangana. So as far as responsibilities are concerned, I can assure you that he will not shy away from the responsibilities. But leadership of the parliament and the Lok Sabha is a question of a party, and it is our internal matter, and we thought that Mr. Kharge, with his large experience of about 10 elections and parliament and his image as a very able and clean politician, will lead the party in countering the BJP's programs which are against the people, and also having a proper disciplined debate in the parliament. So there is no question, I can assure.
Yeah, go ahead, Nalin.
No, let me complete it. Let me complete it.
Yeah, okay.
And as far as my friend Mr. Kohli has said about inheriting a weak economy and then BJP being worried about it, this is a way of preempting something which is going to go wrong. Like we have seen that once they came and with a mandate of development, with a mandate of employment, with a mandate of taking all the
Mr.
sections
Khan,
along,
today,
within 6 days
Mr.
we have
Khan,
seen uniform
Nalin
civil code
Kohli wants to
being
answer you,
raked
but
up.
the question we're asking, Mr. Khan, the question we're asking...
I must come in, and I have I have two quick comments to make on it. First is about the economy. Perhaps Mr. Rasool Khan has just forgotten that, the Congress has got 0 seats in 13 states, 7 union territories, with a historic low of 44, because people found that the economy wasn't working. And in terms of preempting, I think it doesn't take anyone beyond even a class 3
But
or class
Mr.
4
Khan, I
student
think the
to
larger-
know that 4.7 GDP is
Right,
much
Nalin.
lower than 9.
Or
However,
right.
he said something important, and I just want to know. I heard, and what I understood from Mr. Rahul Khan was that the Congress party sees Mr. Rahul Gandhi as inexperienced as compared to Mr. Kharge to handle parliamentary work.
So in
and
fact,
he was to
that-
be the leader
that is the
of the
question.
nation
That
who
is-
was going to be a
in the
prime
parliament.
ministerial
In the
candidate.
parliament, we have experienced leaders
But-
who can lead the
But Mr. Kharge,
parliament.
Mr. Kharge, that is a-
Rahul Gandhi is not up to the
Mr.
mark.
You are trying to preempt. You are trying to put words in my mouth.
Mr. Khan, that is a valid point, that if Rahul Gandhi was fit enough to possibly lead the country and certainly lead
And
the Congress
Congress party
party
campaign.
in the campaign for 2014, why do you feel today he is not fit enough to lead the party
never
in
said
parliament?
that.
1
I
second.
never said
And
that.
B,
I
sir,
said-
are you responding then to dissent within the Congress party? You're seeing incidents of Congress members and local leaders being suspended for criticizing Rahul Gandhi at this point in time. The Congress itself has chosen someone like Mr. Kharge to lead it.
Maya, first of all, we have discipline in the party, and if somebody speaks in the media against the party leadership, he is bound to be suspended on the disciplinary grounds. That is what happens in any good party, and it is not a question of democracy. Democracy is within the party, valued by us, and we give the greatest value to that. And as far as Mr. Rahul Gandhi leading in the parliament, as I told you, he is required to lead us in the field, he is required to move around, he is required to take on the issues and take on the people's problems
Isn't
to
that the job of
the
the
doorstep. So this
leader
is
of the
where we
opposition?
feel that basically we feel that in the parliament he will be a part of the parliament. He will also be debating. He will also be answering, taking questions and all. But here we thought
So,
that Mr.
all right,
Mallikarjun
all right,
Kharge would
Mr.
be the
Ka-
right candidate,
Mr.
and it
Rahul
is
Khan, then
within
I
our
guess-
party and within our right to decide anybody.
The next question then perhaps is, if that's the case and Rahul Gandhi needs to be out on the field, is the appointment of Mr. Kharge also recognition that perhaps the Congress needs to move away from the Gandhis? After all, Sonia Gandhi is also not the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha now.
The Congress party is a democratic party which has its own values and ideology. And now as far as Mr. Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi is concerned, madam, basically they have been a part of the party and they have been serving the people. So the whole idea of showing them as a dynasty and all that is wrong, because if that is the case, they would not have shied away from being the Prime Minister for so many years when our party was in power. They have always worked for the people, and their mandate is to work for the people, and we are committed to that. Though we have lost the elections, yes, we are ready, and we have not criticized anybody. We have accepted the defeat, and we are working towards coming back to power with proper policies and programs which will take us to the nearer to the people.
And
We are
is there
trying
any-
to see where we have gone away from the people,
all right,
and we
Nalin Kohli,
rectify
get
that.
in on that.
Well, I mean, just one thing. I mean, it's really none of our business. There are two kinds of models. I mean, there is a democratic model, there's a dynasty model. Now, to call the dynasty model a democratic model is, I think, taking it a little too far. Unless Mr. Rahul Khan can tell through this program, who does he see as potential presidential candidates in the Congress party beyond the Gandhi family. Otherwise, we know that it's fixed for someone from the Gandhi family. I mean, and we are looking at it for a significant period of time since independence.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Khan. Respond to that.
That's
Mr.
their
Kohli,
model, but they can't call it.
You have won no, let me come back. You are a good friend of mine. You have won the mandate, and we have congratulated you, and I also congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
Now
we
it is your
accept that. It's
responsibility
all
to
our
take the
government.
country forward. To take the country forward and complete all the promises you have made.
We
As
will.
far as Congress is concerned, it is our responsibility. It is our job to properly get a candidate, and all that is our job. It is nothing for you to worry about.